How prevalent is sex addiction? You know, that's been a question I've been asked for over 35 years. Sex addiction has been rampant. We all know millions and millions of men and women are sex addicts. We know that the porn industry is the biggest industry probably in the world because it's bigger than all the entertainment industry. Imagine all the movies, all the magazine, all the radio stations, all the TV stations put together in one place, and porn is still bigger. So this isn't like Bill Gates on a binge. This is millions of men and women buying pornography, getting into sex addiction. We're not even talking about the huge industry of sexual services, from strip clubs to phone sex to the robots that are being made, all the kinds of ways that people are acting out sexually with professional services. Billions of dollars transferred to that side of the economy every year. So this is not a small problem. But what is a problem is trying to determine how many people are actually sex addicted. Now, the field of sex addiction has been going on for about 35, 40 years. And we've all treated people at inpatient hospitals. We do intensives in my office for 5 days and 3 days. Phone counseling's been going on for many years. You know, there's groups all over the country. There's several 12-step groups, which tells you if all these 12-step groups and support groups and faith-based groups are happening, there's a big problem. Now, the Mayo Clinic did some studies on this, and I'm going to walk through that. The statistics on sex addiction they're really difficult because a lot of people that are sex addicts don't think they're sex addicts. And some people that are sex addicts wouldn't be honest about being sex addicts if they were answering a survey. So it's really a tough one to really get an honest number. But their number was approximately 6 to 8% of the US adults could be classified as addicted to sex. This could be up to 24 million Americans. Now, I'm not talking about Europeans, South Americans, the Asian community, or all the other communities that are out there. Okay, that number would easily go to 100 million, 200 million quick. This is a huge global problem. And the rate of sex addiction may be increasing due to the increased access. When I started my career, we didn't even have cell phones. Now we have cell phones, we have porn. Pornography is the biggest part of the internet. Okay, thousands and thousands of websites going up every day, new porn sites. We have Tinder and all these other apps to go dating. And many of the popular apps like Facebook and stuff like that, it's very pornographic. And these apps are devoted to hooking up and sexual topics on the internet. And a study found that 4.7 million US adults spend up to more than 11 hours per week looking at pornography alone. Now, 11 hours a week, that's 40 hours a month. That's a full-time job. Okay, if you got that many million people doing this, you have a lot of addicts. And people often wonder if men are only affected in sex addiction. Well, it's more common with men, but women are addicted as well. We have a great book called She Has a Secret and Secret Solutions for Women. And we had women help us write that book. And women, oftentimes it's harder for them to get help because of the stigma, feeling like, you know, their sex addiction is labeled in some other way. And sometimes they even get hurt while trying to get help. If you're a woman, you're a sex addict, you can call our office and you can get some real help, or get the book, She Has a Secret Solution, start your own process of recovery. But this is a huge problem, not only in America, but in the world. But I want to say this, although the problem is big, the treatment is known. You know, I'm the president of the American Association for Sex Addiction Therapy. We have a process of the 6 types of sex addicts. Anyone trained by that group can tell you what type of sex addict you are within the first hour of therapy, outline a treatment plan for you, get you started in a process of healing. And sex addiction doesn't just affect you as a sex addict. Your spouse is going to have post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, self-esteem issues, weight issues, all kinds of concerns based on the partner betrayal trauma book that's available as well. Now, a great help for this, sexaddict.com. You can go there. There's lots of resources for both the addict and the spouse. And not only does it affect the spouse, there's a book called Beyond the Bedroom, which has pages of statistics on what adult children are impacted by mom and dad's sex addiction. And the statistics are riveting. This problem is huge, it's multifaceted, it's multidimensional, It impacts everyone in the circle, just like alcoholics impact everyone. It affects our economy, because why these people are looking 11 hours of pornography, some of that's at work. Most pornography is downloaded during the day. So we see sex addiction is impacting so many lives, so we can believe easily it's one of the largest addictions in the world, and it's growing exponentially, not only in numbers, but in when we start. When I started my career, most sex addicts were starting in their late teens. That's when they could get pornography. That's when they could steal it from the place or get it from someone in the neighborhood. Now we're down to elementary school with cell phones and kids getting trapped into all kinds of perverse pornography, not just like Playboy penthouse stuff, but all kinds of crazy sexual stuff. And they're attaching to this neurologically. We are in a crisis, but if you're in a crisis and you feel like someone wouldn't understand you, you're wrong. I've been sober for over 35 years. I know what it's like to be a sex addict active. I know what it's like to be free. Being free is so much better, and you deserve that. You're gonna have to work for it, just like I did. You're gonna need a team, just like I did, but you can get there. I've seen thousands of men and women get and stay free. That's what's so fun about what I do. Call the number on this screen and it can help you take your next step. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, because we have other videos like the 6 types of sex addicts and other things for partners, hundreds of videos that can help you in your journey of recovery. Now, if you have a question or a comment, that little comment box, fill it up, send it to us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I want to leave you with this. No matter how addicted you feel, there is hope to never feel it again. You can heal from sex addiction, and you can heal from the impacts of the partner betrayal trauma. So please do the right thing, do the next right thing, and call and get some help.